Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video is a little different than the normal videos that come out regularly. This is a platform basically that, as I said, I mentioned in my Road to 100 series video the other day. I'm looking to try and integrate this more into what I'm building out here. This is going to be a more long-term plan to help sustain the channel and help sustain obviously what I'm doing here. So make sure you stick around till after the intro to learn more about it. So the project I'm talking about is called Dex Finance. Now, some of you might be aware, but Dex Finance has been around for a long time. I originally got involved in this back in the days of tomb forks and things like that. They offered something completely different, and again, probably shows what they offer different, how it's sustained. So they have a lot of different elements into on Dex Finance. So look, straight away from the get-go, building the future of banking, and what they have done and are doing basically just feel like that they're adopting and changing kind of the way they operate a bit more as the market needs it. But we've seen a massive sell-off like with every other crypto project on their token values and stuff like that. But over the last probably month, I say, for them, everything has started to pick up more. I'm kicking myself I didn't bring this out earlier. As I said, I've been a long-term fan of Dex Finance but never made video content on it. But full transparency, I don't own any of the tokens that they have here. I had Dex Share. I originally bought Dex Share. I think it was originally it was up around $200. So if we look here, if we look at the Dex Share token now, again, each token offers a different use case. But again, I had Dex token. I had it up here somewhere. Yeah. So I think I bought it originally around here, $200. Back then it was printing and earning me over 1.something% per day, and I think I eventually sold it. I bought it for say $230 and I sold it around $290, so I would have gained a little bit of profit. Mad I didn't buy it down here. Pretty much the reason why I didn't buy it down here at the $19-20 is just laziness. Forgot all about it. I seen it come down here, seen this happen, and I was thinking, right, I'm going to try and start adding to the position now. Again, in the month of December, I said I was going to start adding, never added, and obviously now we're up to 71. So I'd probably look for a potential retrace based on here, and hopefully we get a little bit of a retrace down, and then maybe look to try and add some to it. But that's probably going away from it. But yeah, so the Dex Share token offers your percentage of rewards from like a boardroom, and then we have the stable US Dex token, which is pegged to $1. But like as I said, we have been at this dollar range since July nearly. Well, obviously if we go back to here, it's been pretty much at that range since July. We were higher, and then obviously we had sell-offs and stuff like that, and then dropped down. But through this massive crazy bear market we've had with all the news, FTX and Luna and all that, there's not much has happened to the price of their token there. Again, this is what we want to see: stability. Liquidity is 3 million at the moment, which is really high. So yeah, look, as I said, there is so much in this platform that you need to make sure you have a look through it yourself. So we go to, they have their farms. They offer your percentage of APR 67%. So like this percentage is very good, considering it's technically it's two stable coins. Now again, this is not financial advice. Make sure you do your own research on these. But you can see here you can get 67% on these two tokens. The US Dex token hasn't dropped in price, dropped below $1 since July. Was that what I said? So since back here, I don't think, obviously on launch they were below $1. Around this time they had some sort of sells that obviously dropped it down, but we got back up to it really quickly. Yeah, so as you can see, obviously the APRs to change based on the risk for it. Obviously there's less risk with this, This one, a bit more risk obviously with Dex Share token than the BNB pair, hence why you're getting 132% for this farm. Where I used to be involved in it was obviously this. This is changing now to a different vault kind of regulation. Dex Files used to be able to stake your Dex share and you would earn rewards ETFs. These ETFs then could be sold for whatever kind you wanted from the ETF. There's a lot of different things there to look up about Dex Finance, but the one thing that I'm really interested in is the Dex Files Pro. So the Dex Files Pro is pretty much auto compound investment strategies, empowering users by simplifying the advanced trading strategies employed by experienced investors. Simply deposit into a strategy and let the world's most advanced multi-layered auto-balancing, profit-taking, social sharing, community creating, advanced filtering, risk analyzing, performance tracking, yield aggregator do the work for you. So it's quite a mouthful statement there. Obviously it's brilliant that audited by Certec. Again, just extra security, I suppose, extra peace of mind. Here we have different vaults that have been created by users, so they can get these promoted. Promoted vaults are compounded free of charge, enjoying complimentary harvesting paid for by Dex Finance. So again, we can see the amount of wallets that are connected to them at the moment. So it's not a massive amount of it. So just taking this one, make DeFi better. You can see here, if you deposit $1,000 or $100 into this, it's going to be split into each of these farms, and we're also going to be taking 50% profit. It gives us our daily APY, or gives us our daily APY, and obviously our yearly APY here. It's obviously earning 0.04. A multi-deposit means it will deposit them all in your money into each of them. So it's shown that it's a good way to get exposure to different platforms. So I'm looking to eventually will be creating one of these. It'll be linked in closer with my channel and the growth of the channel. So what I would do then is you would deposit BUSD, just $1,000 going into it. You'd multi-deposit, so it goes into each one of them, and then from there the rewards are out of this. 50% of it, I think what happens is the 50% of the rewards from the wrap BNB BUSD goes into the next one and goes into this one then, and in turn then once they're all combined you sell 50% of the rewards, or else I could be wrong, it could be a case of these are earning whatever they earn, and at the end of whenever I decide to compound or harvest or whatever it is, it'll take 50% of it. So you can see here information on just this is the total aspect of it. Different people have deposited into the platform. Obviously these must be either big account holders or team wallets kind of. What else have we got there? We have profit section is obviously for ourselves. Minimum investment for auto harvest, so this is what it needs to get to before it automatically harvests into your wallet, I think it is. And then obviously we can share it, which I think is good. A good way of doing it. So publisher is the MDB team. MD is an innovative ecosystem using capital synergy mechanisms to generate long-term growth. So obviously most of the people are probably aware of that platform as well. These are the actual just the vaults. All the different ones are regulation. So this is the regulation one. You put in, I think, your token into your Dex share into it, and it gives you whatever the amount is back, say. So what I will be looking at doing then is creating my own one. So there is a second section here. So this section here is create your own vault. Now this is the big interest for me. So I'm trying to obviously get something a bit sustainable, lowish risk. I don't want to risk high. This is the idea. This is to build up a good base of tokens. So for my first pair, for example, I'm not doing it right now, but I'm going to give an example of what I'm trying to do. So I want to do obviously BNB anyway, and if there's BNB BUSD is the main one. So again, I want to stick to maybe just a pancake swap. Have we got them? So we have USDT and BUSD, so obviously the percentages are very low here. So we can decide, right, we're going, first one is just going to be the USDC and BUSD because it's a higher percentage. So we select that one. The next then is going to be, we'll just focus on, we'll focus on BNB again. I'd like to get exposure to the Dex share token. So I might do the BNB Dex share, or if there is a USDC, but for the time being we'll just put in the BNB Dex share. And then what I want as well is if there's a pancake one. So here we are, cake BNB. So now here I'm happy to pick this one because, as I said, either having more cake or BNB, I'm happy enough with that. So we click that one. Percentages then, you can see it as they are, 33%, whatever it is. You can see here that 0.14% is my daily return, and I'm going to profit take. I'm only going to take 10% profit because at the end of the day I'd want this to grow. So you can see here the percentage is going to change based on how much profit I'm taking, because it's obviously going to impact the growth of it. But as I said, I want to take a little bit of profit. Not a massive amount, because as I said, this is not about me earning a daily income from it. This is about me growing these bags over time. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do the vault. I think this allows a great way to play around with the system. Probably the tokens that I have the biggest chance of having a big impact on are these, because as you can see up here, the Dex share token now has had a pretty good pump. So we could obviously see like 24 hours is up 20%, so it could drop a good bit. So I would be looking at doing this one and including this possibly when the price, if it does see a bit of a reduction here, and then looking at getting involved in this one. But we can obviously change that if we wanted to. So select this. So again, I don't know what other kinds. So it has Polkadot here, so we could get into this one, Polkadot and BUSD. And again, same principles of percentages and taking 10% profit. Obviously it's only 0.04% per day, which is not a lot, but the thing is the other 90% of that is going back into these, so they're grown by the 90% of my profit per day, which is not too bad. Once it's up and running, as I said, they're not 100% automatic because you have to allow them to run, because the TVL needs to be at a certain point before it's automated. The idea here is I would create one and obviously link it in with the channel, so if people wanted to use it, they could use it. Now just to note, if you were to use just say this one, I think this Crypto Mischief's cash bridge, this is one of his now, so obviously you can see there's a massive TVL in it. Just so you know, if this was my one created and you use it, there's no benefit to me, there's no referral, there's no nothing. I don't have access to the tokens. The tokens are just tokens are involved in the Dex Finance platform. So all you're doing is using the strategy I create. That's it. There's nothing else to it. The benefits of obviously getting more people to use it and increasing the TVL is because the higher the TVL becomes, this will become automatic, and there's no having to withdraw, compound, or do anything like that. So it's 100% automatic. You set it and nearly forget about it until you're kind of ready to go back on it. I think Crypto Mischief had a few of them I seen on one of his videos he made there a while ago about it. He has a few different ones, but look, you can see the different percentages. So we can fix this if we wanted to focus more on just the APY, so we can get it for high. So I think it's this one. No, it's not right around. So here's one high APY, 215%. Wrap BNB Dex share. You put it in again. Risk level is medium as well. Reinvestment farm. So here's another one, 211%. It's based on the amount of profit they're taking out, or how much of it is being compounded, is why the structure is different on that. So we have here 215 and 211. So this one is taking profit by 10%. This one is taking profit by 15%. I would have expected it, I think, to be a little bit higher then. Less profit, but anyway, 30% profit is taken out of this, 200% APY, which is not bad still. There's a lot of different ones we could be looking at and getting involved in. So, so that's pretty much the main part of it. Actually, I forgot, there's probably one thing. If you're creating your vault, when you're creating your vault, you have to make sure so I'm just going to throw these in quickly. So I create this, I create this one, and we use this one. So we want it to be like this. We want to take 20% profit, take profit token. So now this is the big thing of how you're going to take profit. So you can get pick any of these as your profit. So it's up to you what way you do it. It doesn't make a difference. So for example, the BSC Bull Run ETF, you could take profit in this, and in this it gives you Chainlink, Filecoin, I can't think of that one, Litecoin, and the Dex, US Dex coin. I think it's view fund, so a mass token. So this is what's going to break it down. It's going to give you, so if you're taking 20% of your rewards, the 20% of rewards are going to be broken down into each of these. So this shows you how you're going to build up another portfolio of other coins. Obviously, you can take it in this one. So again, you're taking Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum, and the US Dex. This is probably my one I would be looking at getting at. Keep the main coins, these two, blue chip ETF or Binance Peg Layer 1 ETF would be the main ones I'm looking to get into. I like, obviously, your network is Binance, you have Bitcoin, you have the Polygon network, you have Phantom network, you have the Ethereum network, and the Avex network. So, chances are some of these networks will do good in the next run. So, again, it gives you good exposure to all these. And remember that once you eventually build up enough a pot and portfolio in these, and you decide, look, you want to cash in on your tokens, then you could eventually cash in on your Ethereum, your Phantom and your Matic, and potentially create another farm with them, or use Phantom as a validator, or towards validators, or whatever. There's lots of different options there for it. So like for this example, I'm just going to pick this one. So my profit then obviously is going to be coming in the Dex BC ETF, or the Binance Chain one. Yes, that's pretty much the way it is, the way it works out. You can play around these to change your percentage. So I want maybe 70% to go into that, less obviously into them, to bring me down to the 100% mark, and then that's it. Obviously much more exposure to this, which in turn will eventually increase the risk of them all. So yes, look, that's pretty much it for it. I'll probably try and do another video on Dex Finance in another week or two to kind of go over a bit more information on it, because as I said, there is a lot to it that you need to kind of get your head around to fully understand, and I think the video will drag on way too long if I try and start to go over all the different things now. Different games to try and predict the market, Dex bet predictions. What else? I don't know if this is actually live now at the moment, but I think it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Dex Finance. Again, make sure you check it out yourself. Learn a bit more about it. Learn a bit about the team. Join their telegrams and stuff like that. But this is, I think, a powerful platform that I'm looking to try and incorporate into my strategy now going forward, and helping to build out a better position for the next bull run. So look, we're going to leave it there for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you've involved in Dex Finance or what you think of the platform in general, and I look forward to kind of covering more on this platform in the coming weeks. Thanks for taking the time and watching it, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. Bye.